From Cleveland's most accurate weather team, this is 19 First Alert Plus. Sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Hello everybody and welcome to your First Alert forecast here. Jeff Slauson, Samantha Roberts, that's the first, I'm messing up my own name. Giving you that view heading downtown right now. Sam, a nice day today. A great way to start the day here, I'll tell you that much. I've literally never messed up my own name. Here
I think I actually have messed up my own name on TV before. That's why I'm laughing at myself and with you.
I remember when I started here, Chris Fry kept saying, your name's really hard to say. I'm like,
Jeff Slauson?
Yeah, I'm like, I just don't think you're trying hard enough.
That's not a hard name to say.
Like, legitimately just kept saying, I don't think you're trying hard enough.
Some things, though, are harder to say in I can't even talk, are harder to say on TV than they are in real life.
I get the whole, like, the F and the S. So, Jeff Slauson, I get that I get that could be difficult, but also we have to say crazy words like when I used to work in Buffalo, there's a throughway that's called the Skajakwada. We could say that, but we can't say Jeff Slauson.
Yeah, that's relatively easy, comparatively speaking.
Little tame, like the weather.
Yes.
My tosses are getting great here. My transitions are just...
That was a really good transition.
Just excelling.
I appreciate a good transition as an ad-libber. So it's beautiful outside. I think that goes without saying. I'm looking longingly at our tower cameras because it's so nice outside.
And we're in a basement.
Perfect day. What did you say?
And we're in a basement.
I know. It's not super humid outside. It's wonderful. It's going to be a great night of weather. Just be aware that this time tomorrow we are going to be tracking some thunderstorms, and some of those may be strong to severe.
Sam, I'm guessing there's going to be some updates to come for the 7 days. Is that correct?
Yeah, so after tonight, and of course I gave tonight's forecast in like a very short way because there's just such quiet weather out there tonight. Things will get a little bit more active for tomorrow. We're going to have thunderstorms in the area, some of which may be severe, so we can cover that on the next 7 days.
Here we go for a break, and then we'll come back to it.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
And we're back.
Okay,
and
so
there it is.
The next 7 days, which I promised but didn't deliver quickly. All right, so tomorrow, a first alert weather day. This is obviously our big story in the short term. So thunderstorms are going to start developing tomorrow afternoon, and some of those may be severe. Damaging winds, heavy rain, lightning, hail, and a tornado cannot be ruled out. I don't think every storm will produce a tornado, but I do think we will have at least the threat for it. Some storms that pop up tomorrow may be supercell thunderstorms. Some may have more of a bowing structure where they're producing damaging wind. So all hazards are on the table for tomorrow. I'm most concerned again about that damaging wind threat and that heavy rain threat because tomorrow's going to be a little bit more juicy than it is today. You'll notice that humidity, especially going into the afternoon. It will feel a lot muggier out there this time tomorrow. So I want you to have a way to get your warnings should we see any issued. Great way to do that, of course, 19 First Alert weather app. It will always alert you as long as your notifications are on in the event of severe weather. So let's say a severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area. You'll get an alert to your phone, and you can even set it to follow me, which is where, let's say you live in Wadsworth, but you're going to be spending the day in Pierpont. I was trying to think of 2 places that were kind of far away. If you're in Pierpont and there's a warning for that area, if you set your phone to follow me, it'll actually alert you for things that are happening where you are. So the app, it sounds kind of weird, but it knows where you are as long as you have your notifications turned on and your settings, location settings set up appropriately. So that would be, in my opinion, the best way to stay up to date on tomorrow's weather. Peak timing for storms tomorrow, Jeff, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
And of course, if anything does start to get crazy here, we'll be breaking on TV.
For sure.
We got it covered.
Yeah, if anything is issued, let's say, we see a situation like where we saw Saturday evening. We had a tornado warning issued for Ashtabula County. Erica jumped right on the air, did amazing. She was flying solo. She's here this afternoon, and she got the information out super fast, alerting you to what's happening out there. So, of course, we'll break into programming. The app will alert you. If you have a NOAA weather radio, that's also a great way to stay tuned into the weather. Some say it's old-fashioned. I think it's wonderful. Battery-operated NOAA weather radio. Tomorrow, thankfully, our only alert day. After tomorrow, rain chances are very minimal. Humidity drops. Saturday, Sunday's going to feel like September. Outside's going to feel fantastic. And then things do get a little bit more unsettled Monday into Tuesday. The middle to end of next week looks a lot hotter. Perhaps we could see the return, Jeff, of the 90s late next week.
Ooh, I've been waiting for the return.
Me too, like all the flannel shirts and Nirvana, Doc Martens. This is a very niche.
Moon shoes.
Older people joke. Moon boots?
That's what sorry. Moon boots, not
They're
moon
the
shoes.
best.
Yes.
Moon boots. What else is really 90s?
MTV.
MTV.
TRL.
Very thin eyebrows. Mine never grew back. That's really 90s. Heavy dark lipstick. Very 90s. I love it. It's coming back.
My grandfather told me this years ago, that fashion is cyclical. So
So true.
30 years after something goes out of style, it'll come back into style.
Very true, and so is the weather. So even though we have escaped the heat so far this summer, I do think we stand a better chance of seeing it come back. And we've only hit 190-degree measurement or observation so far this year at Hopkins. Only hit 91 time in Cleveland. So late next week we may hit it not just once, maybe a few times. We'll see. The trend so far this summer has been cooler than average, so I'll believe it when I see it. But there are some indications of that really hot weather coming back. So we're not out of the woods with summer just yet.
Sam, anything else before we let you go?
I think that's it. Just stay weather aware tomorrow, please. 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Remember, if you're outside and you can hear thunder, you can be struck by lightning. So if you're going to be out tomorrow, maybe at Edgewater or Huntington Beach, it's going to be a really hot day. So if you're out trying to stay cool, maybe you're on the Cuyahoga River doing some paddle boarding, have a way to stay tuned into the weather. And if you hear thunder, you should seek shelter immediately.
Immediately. And of course, again, we will have you prepared. So,
yes.
Yeah, we'll take care of you. All right, Sam. See you coming up 3 o'clock on CBS.
See ya.
And that is it for your Facebook forecast. 19 News starts 3 o'clock. CBS, 3.5 hours of nonstop news.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel 1035.